weight fight.
Like the strategy of SOKOUDJOU. Chop that leg down. Basically bring him down to my height. Leaping body shot. He hasn't targeted the head once.
Merad talked about this outside distance, but establishing his jab. We've yet to see the jab from Malik Merad. SOKOUDJOU coming to the inside, then right back out.
You see how hard it is to target the head with that height disparity. He's really got to reach. Really has to make himself vulnerable. It's much easier. Target the leg, target the body.
Targeting the leg, he is. SOKOUDJOU's just unloading on the outside of Merad's left leg. Straight down from the judo black belt, SOKOUDJOU.
I think that's what Merad wanted.
Close guard from Merad.
Problem is, SOKOUDJOU's in a situation where I'm tearing up his leg. He's going to have a hard time standing and fighting. He can just stall here on top. Wait for Big John to stand him up. Doesn't have to do very much. Certainly doesn't want to open himself up, make himself vulnerable. Look at the leg.
The discoloration outside of Merad's left knee.
Just saying, all he has to do is stay tight.
If you've never been kicked by someone who knows how to kick, it is a life-changing experience.
Count yourself lucky, because it sucks.
Halfway through round number one.
Especially when a guy like SOKOUDJOU discovers that early. There's nothing worse than being in a kickboxing fight or an MMA fight and someone early on realizes they have the better leg kicks. You know, man, it's going to be a long night. Lima, Rick Hahn, a great example. Started chopping him down early. After that, it's just a matter of time.
I was going to say Marco Huas, Paul Varlins, Jimmy, but that's just me.
That's old school, man.
We got our old school reference in. We still need to get the blood sport reference in during the prelims.
Already did soccer. Oh, nice cut. Speaking of blood sport, you jinxed him. Beautiful cut on the forehead.
Big elbows from SOKOUDJOU.
Got a cut due to an elbow.
John McCarthy just called it. Cut due to an elbow.
Gotta say, really good job on the refereeing tonight, calling when someone's cut and what did it.
Murad's in all sorts of trouble now. McCarthy taking a really close look.
For those at home, the reason they do that is to make sure it wasn't an elbow or an illegal, I'm sorry, a headbutt or an illegal strike that caused the cut. They call it out so that there's no controversy. The guy can't say later on, oh, a headbutt caused that.
Great stuff is expected from McCarthy and great stuff from SOKOUDJOU.
Nothing going Murad's way so far in this fight. Looking for the sweep, but Judoka's notoriously difficult to sweep. They have great bases.
Look at SOKOUDJOU just clearing the legs almost with ease, straight into side control. Now looking for a key lock, lost the wrist control. So going back to it.
In crucifix position, he can finish this. He has the position, he has the power.
Doesn't yet have his wrist figure forward though. Total domination thus far by SOKOUDJOU. One-way traffic in the Bellator cage. Merad cut badly in his forehead, stuck on his back. That is a nasty cut.
Man, if things aren't going his way, he can just stand up again. He's keeping the pressure on. It's a credit to SOKOUDJOU, but it starts getting dicey and he's worried about the guard. He can just stand up.
15 seconds remaining round one.
That leg is gone. The blood is starting to run into the eyes. He's going to stay here.
Step back.
There's the stand-up order by John McCarthy. Merad in no hurry. There's the bell. Almost assuredly now, the state of California physician is going to come in and look at Malik Merad.
Looks like a bad hair dye job right now. It's up on the scalp, which is not a bad spot. It bleeds a lot, but it doesn't endanger the vision like an eyelid cut. Unless it's gaping open, they're not going to stop it.
See Matt Marsden, the Bellator cut man, searching for that cut, and he found it.
Got blood on the corner, man. Look at this elbow, right? When you were talking about blood sport, look at this elbow. Beautiful. That's how you're supposed to do it. Short, chopping across the skin just to split him open. It's not a knockout shot. It's designed to deliver a cut. Can't deliver it a whole lot better than that. Beautiful crucifix position. Man, look at the blood fly up from the hair. Man,
time.
Time called by McCarthy, and that's because of all of the blood in the Bellator cage from that man, Malik Merad. A scalp cut. So the two big problems with scalp cuts: one, the blood goes into the eye, which eyes would badly obscure the vision. Two,
You ready?
you just lose a lot of blood, which means you lose a lot of energy, a lot of stamina. Round number 2, Jimmy, for you, for SOKOUDJOU, 10-9 or 10-8?
I went 10-8, complete dominance. Merad really didn't get anything done at all. And there were a couple times when Big John was looking in there to see if he was stopping it during that crucifix position. So it had, you know, dominance. It had dominance, and it had that near fight ending moment that I look for in a 10-8. Power strikes 26-0. That's a 10-8 to me.
SOKOUDJOU not the cleanest of outside trips, but still hits it.
SOKOUDJOU so powerful. Gets you off balance, he'll just drive you to the canvas.
U.S. Open champion in judo. SOKOUDJOU, when things have gone right for him throughout his very up and down pro MMA career, he's landed the power punches and he's hit those throws.
One thing you learn very quickly when you grapple with judo players like SOKOUDJOU, their base is really extraordinary. They don't have necessarily the mobility, they don't necessarily have the submission skills of a jiu-jitsu guy, but they are held to sweep. They have very good ground and pound. It's hard to break their posture. They're just solid on top.
So we talked about the danger of blood going into one or both eyes of Malik Merad. You see the blood streaming almost straight into the right eye. There's not two good things for the vision. Just one of many things for Malik Merad to worry about right now in this his Bellator debut. Stuck again on his back. You see the low closed guard and the wide base of SOKOUDJOU.
A lot of commitment on that strafing right hand.
Up elbow from Merad. Rare burst of offense.
Well, like I said, he's 6'5", but only has a 1-inch reach advantage. It's not as though he can really tie up the arms of SOKOUDJOU. He can't land a ton of dicing elbows from the bottom. Doesn't have that kind of reach advantage.
Let's go, Cherry. Come on, work.
Call for action from McCarthy.
You want to stay there? Let's go, improve. Come on.
Elbow to the body. One thing Merad did feel he had a major advantage in was fitness. He thought if he could get this fight to round 2, SOKOUDJOU would gas. We're in round 2, but this isn't the pace, this isn't the positioning for SOKOUDJOU to hit empty.
It certainly isn't. He's been fighting at his own pace. And there's that confidence of having everything go your way. It always seems like you have plenty of energy when things are going your way. And right now, SOKOUDJOU, everything's going his way.
And you saw SOKOUDJOU with the takedown into the half guard of Malik Merad.
Adversity takes your gas tank.
It is fatiguing, is constantly defending on the ground. That's the position of Malik Merad throughout much of this fight thus far. Thus far, SOKOUDJOU has just not given Malik Merad the time nor the space to get his attack going. Not on the feet, certainly not on the ground. Another elbow out of this closed guard from SOKOUDJOU.
Let's go. Come on. Gotta work. Let's go.
Again, McCarthy calling for action.
He's saying you gotta work, but SOKOUDJOU really doesn't have to work. He's winning the fight. He's on top. They stand him up. That's fine with him. It's Merad that has to work. Oh, another nice elbow. That hurt him.
Big shots, and that is it. SOKOUDJOU finishing with the left elbow and left forearm and looking very impressive. Now 2-0 in Bellator.
Those shots shook the cage floor. He put his whole body behind those strikes. That's a powerful man. He's had power since the beginning of his MMA career against Little Nog, against Ricardo Arona in Pride. He can put everything behind a shot. That's what he did here. Look at that left elbow. Look at that grunt, just putting his whole body behind it. His head just bouncing off the canvas. Look at it here. Boom. Oh, man. Good stoppage by John McCarthy. Very good. But look at the head snap, Sean. Doesn't just hit him. That head snaps off the ground. Merad trying to defend himself, but you can't really defend yourself from that kind of power.
I have huge respect for the man on your screen, SOKOUDJOU, and I say this in all respect. He's had a very unusual up-and-down career. Victories over opponents that many people think that he would never beat. Losses against opponents many people felt he would never fall to. Yet SOKOUDJOU seems to be revitalized here in Bellator. And let's face it, there's a lot of talent in the light heavyweight division, and I think SOKOUDJOU has now thrown himself into that mix. Here's Michael Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, referee John McCarthy steps in, waves off the contest due to strikes. Official time, 4 minutes, 4 seconds. Into round at number 2, the winner by TKO, the African Assassin, SOKOUDJOU.